What's up, guys? So today we will be going over why I chose the Sony A6700 over the A7C II. So primarily, I'm gonna get right to the nitty gritty. I've watched tons of YouTube videos on both the A6700 and the A7C II. I went ahead and ordered both of them. I had both of them in hand. The 1600 arrived first, and that was to the A7 II's detriment because I love the grip on this camera right here on the A6700. The grip was amazing. I did get the kit lens that came with it. That is the Sony 18 to 135, just this one right here. It's a little long. It's more suited for photography, so I am going to be returning this kit and getting just a 6700 by itself, and then getting the camera just by itself and getting a wider lens. So that's one thing I will be doing here soon, now that I've decided on 6700 being the one. So the reason why I chose 6700, well, let's talk about why I looked at the 6700 and then I looked at the A7C II. One, portability. These two cameras are pretty small and they suit my needs. I basically shoot YouTube videos, head talking videos. I have used the camera for streaming on Twitch. And these two cameras done all the things I needed. I don't really take as many photos still, but I like the ability to do so, and they have viewfinders, so that's a plus. I'm coming from a Sony ZV-E10, so this alone is a major upgrade. These two cameras are amazing, and the reason I was considering A7C II was because of the full frame capabilities. Now, this 6700 does everything the full frame does, except it doesn't have the larger sensor, the full frame sensor. So I went ahead and ordered both, had both of them arrive. Compared to picture quality, I could not tell the difference in picture quality. I've tried the hardest. Video quality, the low light capability on the A7C II looks better, but I'm not shooting in extreme low light situations. I do like the idea of getting some more ISO and capturing more of my darker, not perfect light situations better. And the A7C II, it looks like it did that by a little bit. It honestly doesn't outweigh it for the price and the ergonomics of it. It doesn't outweigh the fact that this camera here does everything the A7C II full frame does, except maybe a little less low light capability. So to continue on that statement, the A6700 came with everything I needed. All the buttons were the same on this one as the A7C II. So this right here is all similar, man. Everything up here is similar to the A7C II. The dial up front, even the on switch here is the same thing. It weighs about the same, so that's a plus in deciding. It wasn't that hard. All the ports are the same on the A7C II and on the 6700. All the ports are the same. So you got one SD card slot, you got a microphone jack, headphone jack, and USB-C charger, and a mini HDMI. That's all you get right there. And they're all the same thing. Size, the same. Shoe mount, the same. Dials are the same. Custom buttons, 6700 wins on those because you have more. You have 3 here. All the C ones, you have 3. And on the C2, you have 2. You have one on top here. You have one on the side of the thumb grip right here, and you have one on top by the record button right here. The autofocus on both of these is amazing, and these were the standouts for me. I did consider a A7 IV because it's like the way that camera looks in the viewfinder where it's at. It looks like it, and it's good reviewed camera. It's already been proven on YouTube, and that's what I've been doing is YouTube. I'm using it for YouTube, so it's been proven. It was considered that, but it's older, and for the same price I'm gonna pay for these newer cameras, I get more features. And look, I'm not a professional videographer. I'm not a professional photographer. I use this camera for social media, and I need something that I can also get some videos for my business. So I just needed to do that. I don't need a very intense viewfinder. I need the most assistance, the most updated features that I can get for that price point, and they're all expensive. None of them are cheap. Personally, I think the 6700 is not cheap. The 7C II and the A7 IV, they're pretty pricey. I mean, they're over $2,000 cameras. Granted, the A7C II is a little cheaper, but you do lose some things going the C7 II route if you're considering the A7 IV. But that's another video, right? So this fits all my needs. It has the all AI auto features, the autofocus. It has all the LUT features. And the reason I'm not going in detail on this is because, man, there's so many other videos out there that go over what all these cameras do. They go over everything. So check those out. I just wanted to make a video for someone that's in the same situation as me between the two, who really can decide. This is what I went with for the price, the ergonomics, and just it does everything. And it's the most sensible thing for me to do, right? I had the money issue. Yes, I could say I could justify paying the price of the C7 II over the 6700, but realistically, I'm not going to use all those features of the big sensor. I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to take big stills. I'm not going to need photos that I need to be cropped. I just need something to shoot good video with some auto stability and the latest AI features, and this does it. This A6700 does it. It's small, it's compact, I can get discreet with it, and it's just such a good camera. It really is. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this helps somebody, because I know I watched several videos, and everyone came down to full frame and how much one is better than the other. Man, they're the same thing. They honestly are the same thing. If you're not a hard, intense photographer or a videographer, they're the same camera. Same camera, honestly, same camera, except one has a smaller sensor and the other one has a full sensor. As far as like image quality goes, I couldn't tell the difference in the pictures. I did notice the difference in low light video, but it was minor. It was if you shoot a lot of low light, go for the full frame. But if you do not, and you're gonna be in low light situations here and there, and I'm talking like low light, because the differences don't really start showing until you get into darker situations. And like in a dim room or a room with the windows open, this isn't going to capture the same video quality as the 7C II. It's just not worth it to me. So 6700, similar as the A7C II, totally worth getting.